New at 10, a Utah State Board of Education member preparing to leave her seat says the education system is failing students and teachers alike.
Yeah, Christina Boggess says despite years of promised reforms, classrooms have not changed. In
an exclusive Eye on Education report, Jim Spiewak pressed her on what she means by that statement and also whether one voice on the board can make a difference.
After 3 years, Boggess says she had to ask herself if Utah classrooms are any better today, and for her, that answer was no.
I look at the classrooms that I teach in.
Christina Boggess says she dedicates up to 60 hours some weeks to her role on the Utah State Board of Education on top of her full-time teaching job. Why did you make the decision that this is just going to be one term for you?
The lack of courage and willingness to take on these hard and heavy-hitting issues. And I just said, I don't see change coming.
In her announcement to not seek re-election, Boggess posted to X that her voice was being shut down, claiming the board makes decisions based on personal ambition and not what's best for students. You've got a pretty big megaphone on the seat that you sit on. How did you feel you were silenced?
They asked me to do this, this, and this. I did those three things. And now they've added to and taken away from and moved the goalpost over here.
Boggess also wrote in her post recommending parents get their children out of Utah's government schools as quickly as possible, arguing there is what she calls a system sickness where laws are passed for individual complaints rather than addressing systemic problems. You encourage parents to remove their children from the public education system. Is that the right thing to encourage parents to do?
I believe so, yes. We should be providing law for the masses and accommodation for the anomaly.
Boggess says sometimes when solutions are enacted, they're not always followed.
When we have an OLAG audit in 2021, quote, the public education system has a culture of non-compliance.
When asked why not stay and fight for change, Boggess says her impact can be better felt interacting with her students in the classroom and not from the board.
I don't think that staying in a system that, in my opinion, is merely performative, I don't think that is going to bear fruit.
In response to Boggess's claims, a USBE spokesman said that the board stands by its work, adding her comments reflect her individual opinion and are not the official position of the board. In the first part of my interview, Christina told me that she filed several complaints of what she calls are allegations of corruption with the Attorney General's office. I reached out to the AG's office to inquire about that. They told me they have no comment. Boggess is expected to serve the rest of her term, which runs through the rest of this year. I'm reporting in studio tonight, Jim Spiewak, KUTV 2 News.